So, Reven, are you ready for the finale of Silent Hill?
Yes.
Let's do it. So, anyways, did you want to say something, or do you want us to actually
Yeah,
go
yeah.
through
I'm
the
gonna
door?
say something.
All right.
Did you start the recording again?
I did.
Okay.
Why else did you think I said? So, Reven, are you ready?
Oh yeah, no. Fuck you.
Let's see what the
Horrible.
Ouroboros says. Ring of a
Ouroboros.
snake.
Biting its own tail.
I'll never get over that.
Oh, so it's I was about to say Midgard's Ormen.
No, that's the Midgard-Zodum. That's completely different. I don't know where the
Ormen.
Midgard-Zorm,
Ormen.
Midgard-Zodaman. I don't know.
No. Spirit. Orm.
Oh.
Orm? No. Orm.
Orm.
Just say r.
Orm.
Orm.
You know I can't roll my R's.
Okay, so go. O. R.
R.
But don't say R. Just say r. Like last. Yeah, there.
Okay.
Orm. And then
Orm.
Ah?
I
Orm?
did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Orm. I will forget all of that.
Orm means worm in Norwegian.
Ah.
It's a kind of description of something moving like a worm or a snake.
I see. So it's the Midgard worm, essentially,
Yeah,
if you want to like translate it.
Directly translated, yes.
So this is the ancient dagger named after the Magi, which I think are supposed to be the wise men. These are all religious symbols, if you haven't noticed. Taken from Alessa's possible fascination with religion due to her mother being in a cult.
That reminds me of that fucking show. I haven't seen the episode TikTok again, but it's Sheldon. His mom wanted him to learn more about religion, aka only Christianity.
Yeah.
So he comes in and be like, "Mom, I want to thank you for showing me this religion." And she's like, "Oh, yes, I want to learn more about it." And she's like, "Great!" And he's like, "And all the rest of religion." I'm sorry, what? And he goes on the battle that he wants to learn about Christianity, Jewish religion, Muslim, and all of that.
Yeah.
Buddhism and all. And the mom is like, "No."
Big props to Sheldon, though, for doing that much research, because I'm personally the same. I am a Christian, of course, but I love to learn about other stuff. Also, the big, like, take back that he just got one against his mother. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Also, the music is really intense now that we've opened the door.
Honestly, I hate Sheldon's mother, and one of the reasons why I don't want to watch the show, because the mother is just so annoying.
Speaking of mothers, this is another flashback.
I don't want to.
This is before their house burned.
Do what Mommy tells you now.
Is that the mom or housekeeping?
Just want you
That's
to
the
give
mother.
me a teeny bit of your power.
That's Dahlia.
That's all.
Oh yeah, she is psychic.
Yep.
I don't want to do it.
Alessa has psychokinetic powers.
It will
And
make
Dahlia wants to
everyone
use it for
happy,
herself.
And it's for your own good, too.
It's for your own good, not
But
mine.
Mommy, I just want to be with you. Just two of us. Please understand.
Poor girl.
She's only 6.
Right? Ugh.
Yes, I see. Maybe Mommy has been wrong. Mommy!
You're not crazy.
Why didn't I see this before? There's no reason to wait.
Never mind.
Herein lies the mother's womb, containing the power to create life.
I don't like how you mention wombs a
I
lot.
could have done it all myself.
Yeah.
Mommy?
So, this is kind of the
Is he
horrifying
gonna try to push her back
reveal.
into the womb?
See, a lot of people think that.
Yeah, I would like.
Horrible implications here is
Yeah.
that Alessa, well, at this point, Dahlia has now come up with an even better plan to make use of Alessa's psychokinetic powers, and that is to impregnate her with a god. Yes. She has impregnated her own daughter with a god and is going to use her daughter as a vessel to birth said god for their cult.
Wait, hold on. So they're gonna impregnate us?
It is as horrible as you think.
I just fucked up my own fucking tube.
Your own
Anyway.
tube.
not that tube.
Okay.
My hand creep tube. Anyway.
I was like,
so
okay. Oh gosh, she's using hand creep tube.
they're impregnating a 6-year-old to
Yes.
then make her give birth to quote unquote the Antichrist.
Yes.
That they then gonna take the Antichrist when it's born. I'm gonna guess.
Fuck this house.
They're gonna take the Antichrist when it's born, I think, and then they could burn it.
Well, here's the thing. The house fire, we actually don't know whether or not it was part of the ritual or if it's something that just happened due to Alessa's psychokinetic powers going out of control. That is a running theory. One of the later games, which was made to be a prequel.
Stop using shotguns!
There is a reason for this. One of the later games that was made to be a prequel pretty much confirms that it was actually part of the ritual.
And then
You may be wondering what I am doing here. So there goes all my rifle shells. Now let's get rid of the shotgun. So there is something I want to show off before... I love the animation of it being fast forward. We're doing something special. Don't worry.
okay, yeah.
Look at him dance. Look at him dance.
My mind just got broken from all of this. I just hate that.
I hate it too. Don't worry. It is horrible.
You hate it. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I mean, that pretty much destroyed our minds. So yeah, Alessa,
got pregnant at the age of 6.
Yes.
Fuck.
She essentially got burned and she ended up in the hospital. And she also gained the powers to, well, she has the psychokinetic powers. She now has influence over Silent Hill. What was it?
So the mom wants to get rid of her kind of because she has psychic powers.
No, she wanted to use her daughter because she had those powers.
This mom is confusing as fuck. It's like, oh yeah, no, we want to get rid of Antichrist or whatever. And
No. Here's the thing. You're talking about what she was saying beforehand. Like, oh no, we have to stop the demon. We have to stop the girl.
Yeah, right. She likes the demon.
Yeah. So the plot twist that happened, I think you forgot about it, was that she was using us to stop Alessa because Alessa decided to take matters into her own hands by spreading the seal of Metatron throughout the town, which would destroy everything, including herself.
Yes.
But Dahlia didn't want that, so she basically used us to stop Alessa.
Yes.
So she really wants the god to be born because she's insane. Anyways, you ready, Reven, for the final battle?
Actually, I was going to tell a story.
Oh, well, I mean, let's do that before we get to the battle because, like, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of lore.
Okay, so I want to tell. I hope someone is gonna animate this. So
maybe one day.
I had, like, this also reminds me of the cabin my family owns in the middle of the forest. Well, it's kind of middle of the forest. You have seen the spirit.
Yeah, I have.
It's like another cabin.
He's shown it to me through Google Maps. I didn't actually go all the way to Norway to see the cabin.
Yeah, no. So you don't have to send an angry. I was about to say email to Spirit. Where it's like, why did you come to my house?
Yeah, how dare Spirit not visit me?
Anyway,
it's because I don't like you. You know who you are.
In this cabin, as I said, it's forest all around it. And so when I was a little kid, I often woke up in the middle of the night and I had to either go and take a piss or drink some water. But the problem is, my mind is so full of imagination. So when we got a toilet inside the cabin, because we had an outhouse before, yeah, it wasn't that bad, but anyway.
But the darkness.
Yeah. So when I then walk out of my little bedroom and then into the kitchen, you would hear click, 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 click from like a grandfather clock right in Silent Hill. And it's windows, of course, in this, but they're pointed right into the forest. And the kitchen is all dark. And my imagination constantly went to either I see a giant troll, a serial killer, or something just peeking, like a giant eye just peeking at the window suddenly.
Or Slenderman.
Yeah, so when I was filling glass, I would just look around like,
Hello?
don't scare, don't jump scare. And I did that for like fucking up to I was 16 years old, I think. Because it was just so creepy, because I think actually your area would be more creepy spirit if your house was in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't as packed as it is now, it probably would be very scary. It also would be very dark.
Yeah. So imagine that. Because your eyes has a certain level of the light can see.
Yeah.
So you would just suddenly, like, you could maybe see grass outside. Yeah, exactly like this, where you could see some parts of it, but then the rest would be dark, and you would just be like, oh god, what could come out of the darkness?
Yeah, it's like you can slightly see some silhouettes in the darkness, but not everything, and that's terrifying. The fear of the unknown.
And then is the best part.
Oh no.
Suddenly, I keep staring at the windows while I fill up the glass and drink it, and then you hear ding, ding, and you go like the damn grandfather clock would ring.
And then an iguana would come out of the grandfather cock. Did I say grandfather cock? I did.
Grandpa, what have you been doing with Mr. Whiskers? Don't worry about it.
Why did it come out of your cock?
Well, why do you have your cock out?
You have a weird grandfather, Reven. I respect that.
No, it's yours. You mentioned it.
I mean, fair. I will neither confirm nor deny if my grandfather has a lizard cock. This is a weird conversation.
It is! I tried to talk about it scary and you go about cocks.
Well, I mean, we just found out something horrifying, so you know what? We're both desensitized.
Have you seen or have you been around an active grandfather clock actually?
I have not. I am, I'm pretty sure you already know this, Reven, but I am a bumpkin. I cannot afford to be next to a grandfather clock.
You can't afford it. You walk into like an old-fashioned house and you say grandfather clock and you're like, no, I can't be in this house anymore. I'm too poor.
How much do you want?
It's just like a slave mindset where it's like, no, I can't go here. I'm a slave. It's like, what do you mean?
Well, this conversation is definitely going a lot of places. Anyways, are you ready to finish the game?
Last question.
Okay.
Are you a heavy sleeper?
Well, yes, because my brother plays very loud music in the next room, right next to me. So, yeah, I can sleep through that.
Okay, I think I'm a heavier sleeper than you sometimes. It depends how deep in a sleep I am. I can be in a deep sleep, so I would just wake up to like a fart, you could say. Just like, but I would just recognize the sound of like wake up like, what
Sound
was
of
that?
a tiny little rat squeak. Who's there?
You just, and then I can. Sometimes I would just sleep under alarm, but not because I don't hear it, because my dream, because I would think about this fucking alarm while I'm sleeping, knowing it's gonna activate one time. My fucking aunt didn't believe me when I told her, like, I didn't wake up because I thought it was in a dream. Because I have one of those dreams where I try to destroy alarm clock, but it keeps ringing.
You just bring out your gun like Mr. Bean.
Yeah. And then, worst time scenario. I was sleeping under a fire alarm in the cabin.
It's made of wood.
It was so funny. So when I wake up, I look and I just see like, I don't remember what was exactly burned. Nothing on the wall, I think, but it was some cloth that was burned, and it's just a fucking coffee machine out the window. So you just see the coffee machine out there, and you'll be like, "What happened?" I was like, "Oh yeah, you fall asleep at another fire alarm." It was a fire in the cabin. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I guess we're not having coffee today.
Yeah, no. When I was younger, I was really like, "Oh, okay." It's just like that. Now I'm a little bit more like curious. I'm like, what? Okay.
It's like, what the heck happened? How did I do that?
But sometimes if I hear like weird news, I'll be like, okay, I just used to it. Oh, okay.
Well, you know what, Reven? That's good, because when you eventually have children, you should make sure to be careful with fires. Otherwise, your children will become orphans, and then they will be sent to your evil uncle, partner, person, apparently. Count, yeah. They'll be sent to your count.
like with the king of Norway, I'm kind of like that right now, where I read on the news like the king is in hospital again. I'm like, okay.
All right, what else is
like,
there?
Yeah,
we had a king.
Yeah, no, yeah. In Norway we have a king and a queen, but he has ended up like in the hospital like 10 times already this year. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, can he either die already or just stay alive for a while?
Wow, Reven.
It's just like, fucking didn't either die or stay alive. Like the queen at least, she didn't end up in the hospital before she died. She just died.
They're just placing bets in the hospital room. All right, so who has next month?
Okay, who thinks he's gonna die this time? I still remember the stupid title, where it's like the king telling people like, please stay at home. And it's like on the news like, the king now tells you to stay at home while he's in his cabin. Please stay at your home. Don't go to cabins while I'm in the cabin. It's like, god damn it, fuck off.
Well, we can't afford cabins.
Yeah, oh, that's so weird to think about. Like before, like in Norway, I knew so many people who had a cabin and a boat and an extra car.
My gosh.
That was normal.
It's like we're from a completely different world.
No, yeah, but I'm for real. Like, you were like a lot of like it's not a fancy cabin. It's like, you know, like one of those shitty ones you would see. Where it's like it's kind of pretty, but it's like it's small.
I think it's also like a difference in area, because like there would most likely be a bunch of cabins in a place like Norway, whereas in certain areas in America, it's kind of not likely to see one.
Yeah, but what the fuck do you need a cabin in your place anyway? Like, it's technically looks the same everywhere. And
we have mountains, and my state has a snowy area. There's like a city that's actually in snow.
That sounds like a GTA thing, where it's just like in the desert, it's like, oh, on top of the mountain is snow somewhere.
No, it's a JRPG thing. So on your left, you see the desert, and on your right, you see a giant rainbow oasis land.
It's like Pokemon. It's like no, it's like Mario is more great. It's like the deserts district. And it's like, yeah, right beside it, ice district. It's like, wait the fuck.
Oh, does that mean I'm the second level? Everyone hates the second level.
I love the second level. What the fuck are you talking about?
I hate it. Depending on. Anyways, we've been going for too long. All right, are you ready to finish Silent Hill 1?
Hey, that man with the chains reminded me of Chain Man.
All right.
You know who Chain Man is?
Nope, and we'll never find out. Let's walk down the endless stairway into hell. I know, you heard that. I know. Apparently my niece is very excited about us finishing.
You just walked out of here.
Oh, hi, Sybil. It's been a long time. How did you get here before us?
It's kind of funny how the mom is standing though. She just sounds like, I'm her mom. I can do what I want.
Never talk to me and my child ever again.
By the way, are you watching Ben 10 on your PC?
No, but oh, I guess I am.
Turn up and down the volume.
Oh, you can see that. That's cool.
Yeah. The larger world.
Yeah, I'm watching that video.
Pornhub video.
I love how she says freeze and then immediately shoots. Force push!
Is that invisible?
Well, I hope you didn't like Sybil because we're never seeing her again.
Well, to think you'd make it this far.
Where's Cheryl? What have you done to her?
Where's she?
What are you talking about? You've seen her many times, restored to her former self.
So yeah, we still don't
yeah,
know.
It's not a surprise.
I mean, it's not a surprise for you. You saw the movie.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
What's the guy in the wheelchair?
That is supposed to be Alessa. The actual Alessa.
Oh, he was still alive.
Yep, they kept her alive with the magical spell, as opposed to a normal spell.
It's been a long 7 years.
Alessa was, I believe, 7 to 8 years old.
Since that
And it's been 7 years since her accident. Cheryl is 7 years old.
suffering a fate worse than death. Alessa has been
What happened to her legs, though?
this nightmare from which
Alessa's or the little Alessa right next to her?
he has been
Big Alyssa.
Okay, well, I'm going to assume that they broke him.
It seems more like ripped off, but okay. I've
Most
shut up
likely.
now. So I can listen to what they say.
Yeah. And if it hasn't been obvious, the little Alessa next to her is in fact Cheryl, taking the form of her original self.
Everyone will be released from pain and suffering. Our salvation is at hand. This is the day of reckoning.
Blah 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 ritual stuff. She's going so ham.
Washed away. When we return to the true paradise, my daughter will be the mother of God.
Yeah, with the very horrible thing that you did. I mean, it worked. But still. So this is the incubator. Alessa has taken the form of the mother of God.
It's awakening. It's awake.
And she is about to birth the god itself.
Now no one can interfere.
She holding a baby for like 7 years?
It's been a long 7 years.
God, it reminds me. I don't remember where I saw that, but it was like a cartoon where a man never left a mom's womb.
Oh,
So
I've
it just
seen
lives
that
there.
recommended video.
Oh, yay, the mother is burned.
Oh, karmic punishment. She burned the daughter, now she burns
Where
the
did you
mother.
get that axe?
Oh, we got it a long time ago. It's not good.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah, right, it's that thing.
this is the Incubus, the final battle of the game. She, Alessa, and Cheryl have been corrupted, so now they basically are shell of their former self. We can't do anything to her. The only way we can defeat her is by using guns. Do you remember what I just did with my guns?
They're empty for ammo.
I emptied all of my ammo.
Oh, it's just one of those. Is she
Here-
fighting herself?
If you have no ammo during this boss battle, she kills
Yeah.
herself.
Daddy.
Why?
Cheryl!
Thank you, Daddy. Goodbye.
It's a sense of Cheryl and Alessa fighting back the corruption.
Cheryl?
But it's also a way to make sure that the character doesn't get into a dead game.
Can't leave like this. This can't be happening. Cheryl?
So just pretend that we
Cheryl!
essentially killed Cheryl. And that's the end.
Wow.
Now,
So,
I'm
okay,
not
so this
sure.
is-
Uh-huh.
No, stay it.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but I did load a save state before we entered the boss room. This is
Got it.
one of the endings. You might
This
have
is the
also
end.
noticed that Kaufman wasn't there.
Kaufman was.
The doctor that we saved. Remember when we went to South Park? Yes, I know, South Park.
Yeah.
We met Kaufman in a bar, saving him from a monster, and then we went through an
Yeah.
optional side quest finding the red liquid for him. I played back with an earlier save, and I went through South Park not saving Kaufman, thereby letting him die, which caused us to get this ending. This is what's known as the bad plus ending. Plus because we actually had Sybil alive. There are a total of 4 endings in this game. One where you have Kaufman alive, one where you have Sybil alive, one where you have neither, and one where you have both. This, I feel, is probably the better of the bad endings, for specifically a scene that we'll get afterwards. But yeah, in this one, we essentially kill Cheryl / Alessa, and we're left with no one. It sucks.
But this is not, of course, the canon ending.
It is not, of course, the canon ending.
No.
No. Well, I mean, technically in Silent Hill, anything could be canon.
Are you gonna say which one is the canon ending, or is that more like what the fans consider, or is there a canon ending?
See, there are 2 specific endings that can be canon, depending on how you feel, and I will explain that when we see the next ending. Because obviously I'm going to show off the supposed canonical ending.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this one, we kill our daughter who has been affected. Well, I say affected, but she basically became her original self, Alessa. So you get the whole aspect of Alessa and Cheryl being the same person, right?
Yes, wasn't it like...
Oh,
she...
another part of the ending. So this is what happens when you save Sybil. She
Nice
comes...
angle, I guess.
Yeah. Harry is distraught after his daughter's death, but Sybil, being the voice of reason...
Harry.
I'm just
I don't
the
know.
delivery. Harry, go.
Just kiss and make it.
I know, right?
Wait, hold on. How does the fuck are they supposed to get out?
You never know. It's
Oh, and
not...
there's a star on the floor.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
But yeah, just to get this.
You might want to wait for that.
Oh,
It's time for bloopers.
really? They have bloopers?
Starring Lisa Garland. Haha, you killed me. And Michael Kaufman. Sybil. You're my favorite character from this game. Even if you don't really do much. We killed you. I'm a demon.
Just so I understand, Cheryl and Sybil is the same.
Cheryl and Alessa.
Alyssa.
Yes.
Cheryl.
Cheryl is essentially... Oh, she's okay. She's a little burned, but she's okay.
Yeah. It's the
Oh, wait,
same.
this is my favorite.
She looks like Ishma.
Oh, gosh. Like, you mean Yzma?
Ishma from... Yeah.
Oh, gosh. No, I like Yzma. I don't want her to be Yzma.
Whoa.
Oh.
How many times haven't that happened to you when you try to get out of one of those when you lay down?
Ugh, all the time. And you just want to be cool. But no. You ain't cool.
He's so awkward.
I know, right?
So those 2 kids are one somehow?
Yes. Ooh, I unlocked
How?
a chainsaw, a gas tank, and a drill.
Nice.
So, the aspect of Cheryl and Alessa being the same person, while I load my other save state. Alessa, after being burned, split herself into 2 people.
Yes.
She split herself into, well, one of her sides was Cheryl, who she basically left on the side of the road next to Silent Hill, which was where Harry and his wife eventually found her at.
Just to be sure, she split herself?
Yes.
Or did her soul, when she split up, her soul went to another kid?
Her soul split up. So,
Okay,
Cheryl...
so her soul turned into another person.
Yeah, Cheryl is a manifestation of Alessa, which is exactly why they both look the exact same. If you remember the picture in the hospital room, And
Yeah.
you remember what Cheryl looks like in the ending that we just saw?
I was shocked.
Yeah.
They are basically the same person.
Talisman of Metrotron
Yeah.
was being used.
Also, before we continue, Dahlia says the talisman of Metrotron. Metrotron, which is actually supposed to be Metatron, while the subtitles call it Metaton. She mispronounced it, misspelled it, and misworded it 3 times.
Even though Elsa has been
Well done, Dahlia. Well done.
Okay, so her soul split up into 2, and the other one is, of course, this handicapped person.
Yes, her real body, her original self.
Okay,
freeze.
that's what it was again.
In the movie, they're basically the same thing as well.
Yeah.
Cheryl, or Sharon, is essentially the same thing as Cheryl.
Yeah.
Well,
Which is why Dahlia was mentioning that a part of Alessa wasn't here. So she used the magical spell to summon Cheryl to the town.
seen her many.
That is the whole reason as to why Harry and Cheryl were coming to Silent Hill. Because Cheryl wanted to come here.
Yeah. And then she turned into herself again, old self, you can say.
Yes, we never see this happen, but it's basically implied that while Harry was away, Cheryl met up with Alessa, whether it was a figment or the actual body, and then she essentially merged back with Alessa and became this, the little girl that we see right there. We've been chasing Cheryl this whole time.
Doesn't that technically mean that her soul split into 3 because her body, soul, and then her other soul, and then those 2 souls merged to 1, so now they're 2.
By technicality, yes, but you also have to remember that we are in Silent Hill. Manifestations can take place. I'm not exactly sure if this little Alessa here, which is supposed to be Cheryl, is anything different than just Cheryl, or if that's just what we see her as. It's confusing, but I don't think we're supposed to really understand that aspect of it.
Time is nigh.
I'm like shaking my head, like
Everyone will be
the
released
anime
from
kid. I don't remember his
pain and
name. Like just
suffering.
like, why is it so complicated?
I know, it's very complicated, but it's
This is the
also
day of
mysterious in a way that makes
Yeah.
it kind of fascinating.
when all our
It's what I like about
sorrows will
Silent
be
Hill, as we
washed
talked about
away.
many times, that you don't know what's real, how things work, and you can just theorize on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It really-
That was the best part of Silent Hill 2.
Will be the mother of God.
Why don't she wants to become a mother of God? So that's what I want to know about.
Well, I don't want to be a mother of God. I'll die.
I don't understand why she allows her to do it in the first thing. Even
Well,
I
she
know
kind
it's
of
a demon
forced
who
her
does-
to do it.
Yeah, I know it's a demon who did
Oh.
this to her.
That was different.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
like that you
this is the reason why you want to save Kaufman.
Quit screwing around. Return things to how they were before.
Kaufman!
My hero.
Did I ask for this? Nobody uses me. You
I
won't
like
get away
that's
with
why. I like that's why he wants justice, because he's like, she fucking used me.
Yeah, he's not a good person.
I think that's funny too, though. Like it's kind of a Deadpool rule when Deadpool is more evil than good, where it's like,
My.
I'm angry at you. It's like, why? You just used me as a bounty hunter. You are a bounty hunter.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but that word is rude.
I thought I got rid of that.
A Glophotus.
All I had to do was plant it somewhere.
So he was the one that had the vial in the hospital. The hospital vial that was destroyed, which we find out is Dahlia's reasonings. Dahlia destroyed the vial because the red liquid, a Glophotus, can destroy or counteract a demon's power.
That's gonna fuck up the audience.
And Harry's like,
Oh,
oh
dude.
yeah, I did that. I'm the one who got that.
Yeah, can you hit it
I
already?
know, right? It's so hype. Oh no! I have ketchup on me.
all you hear is that fucking carry music.
What the?
No, we have something much worse. So that was supposed to essentially purify Alessa.
But in reality, it does something else.
Well, it essentially does purify her. It exorcises, actually. Exorcises the god, the demon, out of her body. This is the incubus.
Why doesn't it look like the same incubus from Sumitomo Tensei?
And there she goes again. Well, actually, it looks kind of more like the Baphomet. It's supposed to be Baphomet, but the implication is that it's called incubus because of, you know, the things that incubuses are known for.
Sex?
Pretty much. Also, this game became very loud.
Yeah, I was going to say that. But
Oh my gosh, the drill noise. That is actually a dental drill in the music.
suddenly you just are like, ah! It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit you.
It's just the music composer's dentist appointment.
Yeah, so all of this happened just because you didn't, or because you did have ammo.
Yeah. Well, no, because I saved Kaufman. He came.
Oh, so this was on the save file where you rescued Kaufman.
Yes, that's why he showed up. If we don't save him, he doesn't come and exorcise the demon out of Alessa, which then we have to kill Alessa.
Okay.
Also, it is really difficult to aim at this thing.
Yeah, it's a PS1 game.
Yeah, this final boss is very nasty. Luckily, I've been hoarding healing items this entire game.
Yeah, because you have to. It's that stupid Resident Evil 5 where it's like you heal yourself and it's like 0.5 seconds later you take fucking damage. Like,
Nemesis shoots a bazooka at me. I just heal with the first aid kit.
and he comes and punches you in the face. And I'm like, fucking hell!
Jill's like, you can't do that, that's against the rules, you can't run. Oh gosh. Its only attack is basically just shooting lightning at us.
Yeah. But that also explains why she was afraid of the dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
Because it reminds her of that god.
Yeah.
That
And you know what? The god was inside her all this time. There are theories that, like, she was slowly being corrupted by the god. So that's actually kind of true, if you really think about it.
Yeah, she was pregnant with that god.
Yeah.
So technically we're killing a 7-year-old fetus.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't feel bad because it's evil, so...
Oh yeah, absolutely nothing to do with Antichrist, but okay. Anyway, yeah, that's just weird. It makes zero sense to me. Because I understand like the god was in her and somehow was able to keep it in check by making those marks everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's just splitting her soul into 3 people is so overcomplicated.
I feel like... I really do think it's just 2 people. It's Alessa and Cheryl.
Yeah, what if you never know if the body is technically intact. Like, the body could still be there, but the soul could be gone.
That is true.
By the way, I love how skinny his stomach is.
Yeah.
It looks like he's about to, like, 130 degrees his legs.
He's about to pull an exorcist.
I don't know why, but goat skulls are so cool.
Daddy.
And there disappears the demon, and somehow his daughter is back.
Well, Alessa.
Or not daughter, Alessa.
Yeah, I mean, technically they are the same person.
Yeah.
Alright, so here comes the really confusing part of the ending.
God damn it, there's more confusing parts!
Well, this requires a bit of explaining. So Alessa is going to die.
Yeah, of course.
All right, I'm glad we're on the same picture. I'm glad you understand. So, as her last-ditch effort, she essentially gives Harry a baby.
And the baby is reincarnated as her.
That's what we're supposed to assume, yes.
Okay. Assume. Let me guess, you never get the answer.
So, here's the thing. Cheryl is gone.
Yeah, of course.
She fused back into Alessa.
Yeah.
And now we're given this reincarnation of Alessa, who is essentially Cheryl, of course, yeah. But
Yeah.
we've lost our daughter. We never got her back.
Imagine explaining that to your wife. You come back with a baby and be like, who's that? And it's like,
Well, I mean, the wife is dead, so, you know, we only really have to explain this to the police.
sorry, I was thinking about the movie. Oh, I kind of hope he survives now because he's kind of fun.
Well, I mean, truce.
Uh-oh.
It's
Oh,
Lisa.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
So this kind of adds to the theory that he's the one that killed her.
Oh, that's so terrifying.
It really is.
That is terrifying. I hate those where it's like they're now locked in a world forever.
Yeah. That's kind of disturbing, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so we try to make it out. Me and Sybil try to get out of here. But the world is starting to collapse. We can't make it out. We almost don't, thanks to all the fire around us. But Alessa pulls a last-ditch effort by using her psychokinetic powers to stop the fire.
Can we just mention how fucking hot all of those metal parts should be? Because there's a flame under there!
It's okay, I'm a god. Them, not so much.
I like that she's slowly fainting, like that part of the soul is dying.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Bill from fucking...
He was behind this all along.
Bill is a Silent Hill, oh!
Bill is Pyramid Head. Now we need artwork of Bill as Pyramid Head, and I don't want that.
What's up, suckers?
Are you ready to fuck some nurses?
I love Bill, bro. It's so enjoyable.
I agree. He was a great part of the show. So that's the supposed canonical ending of Silent Hill 1.
This is canon.
It might as well be canon. You technically get the same ending even if you don't save Sybil. Sybil, the only thing she adds to this ending is that she also makes it out with Harry.
Are we gonna see something interesting happen outside here, or...?
Well, there is a final scene that we can get at the end. But yeah, the other ending, the good minus ending, is when you don't save Sybil and she is just not there. It's just Harry and the baby. There are later games in the series. I will not say which ones, and I will not say what they do. But they basically hint at the fact that Sybil probably didn't make it out of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
So there's a implication that Harry actually didn't manage to save her, which kind of makes me sad because, like I said, she's my favorite character.
Yeah. I think, honestly, the character who had the worst death is... I was supposed to call him Philemon.
Philemon?
The guy with the suitcase.
Yeah, Kaufman.
Kaufman. I kind of like Kaufman honestly had the worst ending because all I can imagine now is him being stuck there, like they never killed him, so he's just stuck in this hellish world.
Oh
and
gosh.
He can't die.
It's like the limbo theory.
Yeah, I hate limbos because they're the most horrifying. Because you know when people tell you like, oh, you're gonna be in prison forever, that's not scary because when you die, you are out of there, right?
Yeah.
But in a limbo, you can't die because you constantly come back.
It's just eternal.
Yeah, by the way, I'm not gonna mention it when people say, oh, limbo is horrifying. It's like, yes, but not if you forget about it. You know those limbos where it's like, every day is the same, and you don't know if you die. So when you die, it's like you wake up in your bed again. It's like starting the school day again.
Oh, like
that's-
Groundhog Day. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not scary to me because it's like you won't remember the horror. If you know it's happening, then it's scary.
There's a horror movie that does that, where it's just Groundhog Day, but the girl ends up dying constantly. So this scene,
Valentine's Day.
yeah, this scene, in the opening, it was Harry and his wife. Now it's replaced with Harry and Sybil. That's the only difference. Also, more bloopers. You're gonna kill me, and I already killed you.
Yeah.
So how did you like Silent Hill 1?
I like it. It's cool. I like the world. I like the story. It's gonna be the same commentary about 2. It's good story. It's interesting. It's confusing.
Yeah.
I want to mention one of the things that I think about a lot. You know when time freezes, right? The time machine or thing that stops time from moving, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know when it gets destroyed and human races freeze forever?
Mm-hmm.
How are we actually supposed to know that that happened to us? Like when time actually gets fixed after some time or when it happens, right?
Wow, Reven, you're really bringing up a very existential question.
Yeah, but no, for real. Like they say like, oh, time will stop for us forever and we will forever be like this, like stuck in time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we will never notice that. And when time starts again, it will just start again, like continue as nothing happened.
Yeah.
Imagine that one dude who actually stopped and was frozen in time for like eons, and he knows it. And when time starts moving again, he goes around being like, "Don't you guys know what just happened?" It's like, what? What do you mean? We've been freeze for like 10,000 years.
Sir,
We
you
have?
need to be quiet. You're in a simulation.
It's like,
Ooh,
oh, God.
we got
Good.
the item, the pendant there that will allow us to get the UFO ending. I'm not going to do that. Because that will just
hold on.
require another playthrough. What?
Hold on.
What? just sounding like a ferret. Oh, by the way, 100%ing this game is impossible. There are 204 items. One of the items is bugged. So no matter what you do, no matter how many items you get, you will never get to 204.
204.
You will always get to 203. Yeah, so completionists hate this game. Anyways, let's watch the opening again, since we technically get a new part of the opening, which is just the beginning part with Harry and his wife. The fear of blood tends to create the fear for the flesh. Yeah, so now it's just replaced with Sybil.
Yeah. The start of the song reminds me of another show started like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a guitar solo. But not this.
Yeah. Probably inspired by Silent Hill, you never know. Did I already ask this, which is the character you like the most? I know there's not a lot.
The nurse.
Nurse Lisa? Okay. Everyone loves Lisa, honestly.
I mean, the only reason why I love her the most is because she has a tragic ending. And she gets revenge!
She does. And you know
Makes
what?
it-
You know what? I didn't even say this. She was the only person who was kind to Alessa throughout her entire life, which is the reason why she was the only person who was revived in Silent Hill.
It still asks the question, though, like, who and what started the whole, or made Silent Hill?
Oh,
what it
here's the
is.
scene.
Yeah.
There are theories to that we actually got in Silent Hill 2, that apparently Silent Hill was originally a town full of mysticism that was used by natives of the land. Before that, though, we don't know. We don't know exactly why it has mysticism or.
Native Americans, and then it's cultists, and then it's.
But here's the
fucking-
thing: the natives came after the town was mysticized, so we don't know why it's mysticized. The people around the town is a byproduct of the magic.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I feel is a much better explanation than just, oh, it's built on an Indian burial ground.
Yeah. I mean, like.
Harry's face.
GM. I mean, it's an interesting world, and I like that Silent Hill turns into like this redemption/punish world. Like, if you can't be redeemed, you get punished world.
Yeah.
I don't think I have said that. I just say it now. Like, I have said different theories about it, but that's the one at this moment that seems more correct. Like, punish or like try to redeem, and if you can't, like Jigsaw, where he's like, he punishes you, you have to go through the trial. If you can't do it, you get killed.
That's exactly
Or-
what 2 was, Silent Hill 2. So yeah, I agree with you on that aspect.
Because like the pizza guy, he wanted to kill people. He meant that killing was okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
And he eventually died because of his guilt. And I know what you were about to say, the
tried
girl. Yeah.
Didn't he try to kill the main character though? So
Yeah, he eventually became insane due to Silent Hill showing him his guilt, that he basically tried to kill James.
yeah.
And then we have Angela, who we're not going to say what she went through, because gosh. But
Didn't she? Yeah, she died, didn't she?
it's implied that she commits suicide because she was so consumed by her guilt. So that's another,
Guilt
like,
about something that she couldn't even control.
because
but
because victim blaming.
yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah. Honestly, she's like Lisa. I feel really bad for Lisa. She
Yeah.
is my favorite, and well, Sybil and her for my favorite in one.
Like
but Angela,
not even fucking YouTube parody wanted to fucking joke about that.
right?
I love. I showed Spirit. Hold on. Let me find this YouTuber right away.
Yeah, definitely credit it for people.
Yeah. He needs fucking credit. His art style is so not awful. It's like it's so scribbly, you could say. It's really fast written. It's made by Dubus Gubus. He had like this really fast and easy art style, I call it. Where he draws it. I mean, I showed Spirit this, and we saw Sybil, wasn't it?
It was Angela.
Angela, sorry.
Yeah.
We saw Angela laying on the floor, and Spirit was like, "Oh no, they can't joke about this." And then the guy comes up and be like, "Yeah, no, I don't want to joke about this." And Spirit like, "Oh, good."
Good, yeah. It's not good to joke about that.
He's like, "Oh yeah, that's good, that's good." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Like even like back then, it's like, this is too real.
Silent Hill is surprisingly realistic.
Well, specifically too.
Yeah, like not
Because I've never
realistic,
like, because I've never really been through being impregnated by a god and then splitting myself into 2 people and then.
yeah, that's just awful. But I mean, like when it's awful, it's not in the how realistic. It's just the problems, how gross or nasty it is. It's like,
Yeah.
god damn it.
Yeah. So, Reven, we have one more thing to show off.
Yes.
Are you watching the screen share?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't want to do it, so you're just gonna.
It'll take another playthrough.
The light. I like how you bully my impression of the UFO, and it almost sounds exactly like.
It is. I mean, I wasn't saying it was bad. So, throughout the game...
Full screen.
You're fine. Throughout the game, you'll find areas where you'll need to use the pendant, and then it'll show you this cutscene. It's a UFO, Reven!
UFOs are one of those things that's like, it's not scary in a way, but it's like when you actually see it, when you don't expect it, it's just so
It's the sense of the unknown. That's why it's called
just
unidentified.
So shocking.
It looks like a person, honestly. The way that was drawn.
Yeah.
So after you see all these cutscenes, you make it to the. Ooh, there's more.
Oh, remember that fucking light show that happened in the sky, and people was actually thinking it was
What?
a UFO. Oh, now it's the light.
Yeah. Once you make it to the lighthouse, this is where the game ends.
Imagine this guy who actually did it accidentally. And he, like, in his first playthrough, he did it accidentally.
Oh no, you can only get it in your second one because you don't have the item. But just imagine doing it and not knowing this happens. It's aliens! It's a little loud.
Sorry.
Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here?
My gosh, Harry.
Black hair.
Did it kill him?
Well... There he goes. Do you remember the UFO ending in Silent Hill 2?
Yeah, he got kidnapped.
Yeah, James got kidnapped by Harry, who's now working with the aliens.
For real?
The UFO endings have their own canon. Each game has a UFO ending, and they are all connected with each other. And now we're in Star Wars.
Honestly, when it's about Silent Hill, like, Silent Hill is so realistic, and everything I see here is, like, gives me chill, and I almost don't want to joke about any of the horrible things that happens in here, because they are so real, and I feel so bad for them.
Yeah.
A lot of the characters,
Like-
with mental trauma.
Like, yeah, I felt really bad about making any jokes about Lisa. It was honestly the scene that made me feel for a character so much that I kind of almost cried with my first playthrough.
Yeah,
And let's not even get started about Angela.
no, it's like, Jesus. Like, I can't even think about something funny to say, and I'm normally, like, I can think about, like, a horrible joke to say, but I can think about a funny one, like, twisted to become funny.
Yeah.
At all. It's like so bad or so nasty. I can't even joke about it.
I agree. While we have this really weird peppy song in the background. I don't know why I'm showing this credits. I think I just want the... I don't want it to end, Reven.
It's a good way to talk. It's a good way to talk.
I know, I just don't want it to end. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is the end of this season.
Yep. However,
Silent Hill.
we do have another game in the the first 3 Silent Hill games.
Silent Hill 3.
Yep.
No,
the
Silent
game...
Hill 2.0.
Dang it! Well, I mean, that's basically 4.
No, that's fucking PS. So, Spirit, I actually have a question. Are we gonna record Silent Hill 2 remastered when it comes out on Steam?
You know it.
Good, okay, fine. So, people, next game is Silent Hill 3. We don't know when it's gonna come out, but finally we can release this game.
Well, I don't even know when I'm gonna upload these.
I'll just upload it one a day or something.
That's what I'm probably gonna do it when the new year comes. So Happy New Year, guys! I hope 2023 is better.
You know, I'm never gonna fucking complain to YouTube being slow to record. We are those YouTubers.
Exactly, the end, Reven.
Okay.
The
The end. Bye bye, everyone.
Yeah, tune in next time for my favorite Silent Hill game of all time. Bye.
Yeah, bye.